The world is in shock following the revelation of one of the most colossal hoaxes of our era. Elon Musk's Martian fantasy has been exposed as an unprecedented act of deceit. What many considered a bold and visionary dream is now revealed to be a monumental farce, designed to manipulate and deceive millions of people around the world. The promise of colonizing Mars, which captured the imagination of so many, was nothing more than a mirage carefully orchestrated to serve hidden interests. From the beginning, Musk presented his vision of an interplanetary future with passionate and compelling rhetoric, promising a new home for humanity on the red planet. But behind that facade of innovation and progress lurked a web of calculated deception. Leaked documents and testimony from former collaborators have exposed the truth. The colonization plans were little more than a set of wishful thinking, designed to artificially inflate the value of his companies and keep investors in a state of constant suspense. The outrage is palpable. Social media is ablaze with comments from people who feel betrayed, demanding justice for this act of mass manipulation. Mars scam has become the rallying cry of those demanding accountability and transparency. The trust placed in Musk, regarded by many as a modern-day hero, has been irreparably damaged. As the details of this plot unravel, a pattern of behavior is revealed that goes beyond simple business ambition. Musk, the puppet master behind this global illusion, has proven himself a master in the art of manipulation, using his charisma and influence to play on the hopes and dreams of millions. The scale of this deception has left many wondering how it was possible for a lie of such magnitude to go undetected for so long. The international community watches in shock and fury as the pieces of this puzzle fall into place. The pressure on Musk is mounting, and the voices calling for accountability are growing ever louder. The story of his deception has not only shaken confidence in him, but has also called into question the integrity of those around him who somehow allowed this farce to continue. This scandal marks the beginning of a series of revelations that promise to shake the foundations of his empire. The truth, finally exposed, has set off a chain reaction that threatens to crumble Musk's carefully constructed image as an impeccable visionary. The question now resonating around the world is, will he be able to face the consequences of his actions, or will his legacy be irreparably tainted by this monumental betrayal? Elon Musk, the tech mogul once seen as the visionary who would lead humanity to Mars, has been unmasked. What began as a shared dream of colonizing the red planet has been revealed as a monumental farce, designed to manipulate and deceive millions. The truth behind this Martian delusion is darker than anyone could have imagined. From the beginning, Musk wove a captivating narrative, promising a future in which humanity would expand beyond Earth. However, behind this facade of hope and progress, lurked a sinister plan. Using his charisma and position of power, Musk skillfully manipulated public perception, turning his Martian fantasy into a tool to control the minds of the masses. The promises of colonization were nothing more than smoke and mirrors, a carefully orchestrated spectacle to divert attention from his true intentions. With every bombastic announcement and spectacular presentation, Musk reinforced his image as a space savior, while in reality, he wove a web of deceit aimed at inflating his financial empire. The scale of this manipulation is chilling. Not only did Musk play with the dreams of millions, he also used his influence to manipulate financial markets, artificially inflating the value of his companies. This act of betrayal has not only left investors reeling, but it has also eroded public trust in the promises of space exploration. As more details of this plot come to light, global outrage grows. The international community demands answers and justice for this monumental betrayal. The downfall of Musk, once regarded as a titan of technology, seems inevitable as the world watches in shock and fury. The truth has been revealed, and there is no turning back. In an unexpected twist that has left the world agape, leaked documents have brought to light the fake colonization plans that Elon Musk desperately tried to bury. These documents, which have been rapidly circulating online, reveal a web of carefully orchestrated lies to keep the illusion of Martian colonization alive. The scale of this deception is staggering, and the evidence is so compelling that it leaves no room for doubt as to Musk's true intentions. The documents show how Musk, with almost Machiavellian precision, devised a plan to fool the public and investors into believing in a future on Mars that never existed. The details are chilling. From doctored images to falsified scientific reports, everything was calculated to maintain the charade. The disclosure of these documents has been a devastating blow to those who believed in Musk's vision, and now feel betrayed by the man who promised to take humanity to the stars. The reaction has been immediate and furious. Experts and analysts have begun to pick apart every line of the documents, exposing the inconsistencies and lies that Musk tried to hide. The scientific community, once supportive of his ambitions, is now divided and in shock. The voices of outrage grow louder by the day, and the pressure on Musk to explain himself is ever more intense. This scandal has not only shaken public confidence in Musk, but has also put his business empire in jeopardy. The stocks of his companies have begun to falter, and investors, who once considered him a visionary, are now faced with a harsh reality of having been victims of a monumental deception. The question on everyone's mind is, how did he manage to get so far without being caught? The story continues to unfold, with the world watching intently with each new twist in this drama of epic proportions. The downfall of Musk, a once untouchable figure, seems inevitable. The truth is out, and there is no turning back. The demand for justice is deafening, and the denouement of this saga promises to be as explosive as its initial revelation. Elon Musk, the tech mogul once revered as the visionary behind the colonization of Mars, has been unmasked as the master puppeteer of one of the greatest financial farces of our time. In a shocking turn of events, it has been revealed that Musk orchestrated a deceptive global campaign with the sole purpose of artificially inflating the stock prices of his companies. This scandal, which has shaken the foundations of public trust, exposes a web of manipulation and greed that few could have imagined. From the offices of Tesla to the halls of SpaceX, Musk wove a carefully crafted narrative to capture the world's imagination. He promised a future where humanity would conquer the cosmos, but behind that facade of space dreams lurked a calculated plan to enrich his own pockets. Using his charisma and celebrity status, Musk managed to divert attention from his true intentions, while the stocks of his companies soared to astronomical heights. The evidence is overwhelming. Leaked documents and testimony from former collaborators reveal how Musk manipulated public perception, using bombastic announcements and empty promises to maintain interest and investment in his projects. Every statement about the imminent colonization of Mars was nothing more than a smokescreen, designed to keep investors in the dark while he pulled the strings from the shadows. The scale of this scam has left the international community in shock. Investors, who once saw Musk as a savior of the future, now feel betrayed and deceived. Fury and outrage are spreading like wildfire, as more people realize that their dreams of exploring space were exploited for the personal gain of one man. This scandal has not only put Musk's reputation in jeopardy, but has also triggered a series of legal investigations that threaten to dismantle his empire. The lawsuits are piling up, and financial authorities are determined to get to the bottom of this monumental betrayal. The question on everyone's mind now is, will Musk finally be held accountable for his actions, or will he once again manage to escape the consequences of his deceptions? The story of how Elon Musk manipulated the world to inflate his stock prices is a chilling reminder of the dangers of blind idolatry and unbridled greed. As the world watches intently, it remains to be seen whether justice will prevail in this drama of epic proportions. The revelation of Elon Musk's deceptive tactics has unleashed a firestorm of outrage globally. The international community is ablaze, and with good reason. News of Musk's monumental deception has shaken the foundations of public trust, sparking a wave of fury that spreads to every corner of the planet. From social media to mainstream media headlines, the clamor for justice resonates with an intensity never seen before. The reactions have not been long in coming. Opinion leaders, technology experts, and ordinary citizens have raised their voices, demanding answers and accountability. The disappointment is palpable, and the feeling of betrayal has become a unanimous cry. How could someone so admired and respected fall so low? The magnitude of the scandal has left many stunned, and the pressure on Musk increases with each passing minute. Protests are multiplying on the streets. Banners and slogans reflect the discontent of a society that feels mocked and used. Social media is ablaze with angry and disillusioned comments, while hashtags like #MuskFraud and #JusticeForAll are trending worldwide. People are demanding drastic measures and justice for the damage caused. Governments in several countries have begun to take action, announcing thorough investigations to unravel the truth behind Musk's actions. Financial institutions, for their part, are facing an unprecedented crisis of confidence, as investors desperately seek to protect their interests amid uncertainty. The impact of this revelation is profound and long-lasting. Musk's once impeccable image has been irreparably tarnished. The international community is watching his every move closely, hoping for justice and for lost trust to be restored. The story of this scandal is just beginning, and the entire world is waiting for its outcome. Elon Musk, the tycoon who promised to take us to Mars, has betrayed the trust of millions. In a shocking twist, it is revealed that his dreams of space colonization were nothing more than a facade for his own interests. The illusion of an interplanetary future, which inspired generations, has been exploited in the most vile way. Musk, with his charisma and futuristic vision, made us believe in a world beyond the stars, but the reality is much darker. The truth is that Musk used our deepest aspirations for his own benefit. While millions dreamed of a new beginning on Mars, he spun a web of deception designed to inflate his own coffers. The promise of a new home in the cosmos became a tool of manipulation, a carefully constructed mirage to divert attention from his true goals. The impact of this betrayal is devastating. The trust placed in Musk has not only been broken, but it has left a deep scar on those who believed in his vision. The scientific community, space enthusiasts and investors have all been victims of a cruel game. The hope for a better future has been used as a bargaining chip in a market of illusions. This scandal not only exposes Musk's unbridled ambition, but also raises disturbing questions about the power a single person can wield over collective dreams. The exploitation of our noblest aspirations for personal gain is an act of betrayal that cannot be ignored. Outrage grows as more details come to light, and the world demands answers. Musk's story, once seen as a beacon of innovation and progress, now teeters on the edge of the abyss. Broken trust and empty promises have left an indelible mark on public perception. Musk's betrayal is not just a blow to space exploration, but a reminder of the dangers of placing our faith in figures who, beneath the guise of visionaries, hide selfish intentions. The revelation of this betrayal is a call to action. We cannot allow humanity's dreams to be exploited for personal interests. The fight for truth and justice must continue, and those who have been misled deserve to see those responsible held accountable. Musk's story is a warning, a reminder that even the brightest promises can hide the darkest shadows. In an unexpected twist that has left the world speechless, Elon Musk's secret meetings with Wall Street elites have been revealed, laying bare a hidden agenda that has shaken the foundations of public trust. These clandestine meetings, carefully orchestrated away from the public eye, have uncovered a web of complicity that fueled a stock market scam of epic proportions. Musk, the tycoon who promised to take us to Mars, has been unmasked as the architect of a plot that sought to artificially inflate the value of his companies, manipulating the market at will. The evidence is overwhelming. Leaked documents and insider testimonies reveal how Musk, in collusion with powerful investors, wove a network of influence to keep his empire afloat while selling impossible dreams to the public. The meetings, held in luxurious offices and under strict confidentiality measures, were the stage where strategies were hatched to divert attention from the real financial problems that plagued his companies. The impact of these revelations has been devastating. The confidence of investors, who once saw Musk as a visionary capable of changing the world, has plummeted. Outrage grows as more details come to light, showing how the hopes of millions were played with for personal gain. The financial community, which once cheered him, is now faced with the stark reality of having been complicit, whether wittingly or not, in a monumental fraud. This scandal has not only put Musk's reputation in jeopardy, but has also unleashed a wave of lawsuits and investigations that threaten to crumble his empire. Public pressure is mounting, and voices demanding his resignation are multiplying, clamoring for justice in the face of what they consider an unforgivable betrayal. The fall of Musk, a once untouchable figure, seems inevitable as the world watches in amazement the outcome of this saga of deceit and unbridled ambition. The financial world is reeling from the devastating impact of Elon Musk's calculated lies. Investors around the planet, who once blindly trusted his vision of colonizing Mars, now face a bleak reality. They have been victims of a monumental deception. The promises of an interplanetary future, which seemed so tangible, have vanished like a mirage, leaving behind a trail of economic ruin and shattered dreams. The stories of those who lost everything are heartbreaking. Entire families who invested their life savings, convinced they were participating in a space revolution, now find themselves on the brink of bankruptcy. The trust placed in Musk, fueled by his charisma and his ability to sell dreams, has turned into a bitter betrayal. The testimonies of those affected are a cry of despair and rage, a call for justice that cannot be ignored. The impact of this scandal is not limited to financial losses. Musk's once untouchable reputation is crumbling as more details of his deception come to light. Investors, who once saw him as a visionary, now view him as an unscrupulous manipulator, willing to sacrifice the well-being of thousands for his own gain. The scale of his deception has left an indelible scar on the financial world, and the repercussions will be felt for years. This scandal has triggered a wave of global outrage. Social media is ablaze with angry and disappointed comments, while the media is constantly covering every new twist in this story. The pressure on Musk is mounting with each passing day, and the demands for accountability are becoming deafening. The international community is demanding answers, and Musk's downfall seems inevitable. Amidst this chaos, one crucial question arises. How was Musk able to fool so many for so long? The answer lies in his ability to manipulate the narrative, to create an illusion so convincing that even the most skeptical fell right into his trap. But now, with the truth out in the open, the world is watching intently, waiting for justice to be done for this unprecedented act of betrayal. In an unexpected and disturbing twist, it has been revealed that the media, those who should be the guardians of truth, have played a crucial role in the mass deception orchestrated by Elon Musk. Instead of fulfilling their duty to report with integrity, many journalists became silent accomplices in Musk's grand illusion, blinded by the glow of his fame and the power of his influence. From the start, the media was seduced by the narrative of a visionary promising to take humanity to Mars. However, behind the cameras and sensational headlines, a much darker truth lurked. Journalists, in their eagerness to obtain exclusives and maintain privileged access to Musk, chose to ignore the warning signs that something was not right. Instead of questioning and scrutinizing, they chose to amplify his empty promises, becoming loudspeakers for his deception. The press's complicity was not a simple error of judgment, it was a betrayal of public trust. By failing to fully investigate Musk's claims, they allowed his hoax to spread unchecked, misleading millions of people who believed in the possibility of colonizing Mars. The media, which should have been the first bulwark against misinformation, became yet another channel of propaganda, feeding the myth of an interplanetary future that never existed. This scandal has exposed the fragility of a media system that, rather than challenging power, often bows to it. The lack of critical scrutiny allowed Musk to manipulate the narrative in his favor, inflating his image and, therefore, his stock in the market. Now, with the truth finally coming out, the credibility of the media is at stake, and public outrage is growing as the extent of its complicity is revealed. The question that remains is, how could the media, those who pride themselves on being the defenders of truth, fail so miserably in their duty? The answer is a sobering reminder of the dangers of complacency and idolatry in journalism. In a world where information is power, the media's responsibility is more crucial than ever. Society demands answers and, above all, a renewed commitment to the truth, no matter how uncomfortable or inconvenient it may be. Elon Musk, the tech mogul once revered as the visionary who would take humanity to Mars, now faces a legal storm that threatens to dismantle his empire. Lawsuits and investigations loom over him like a relentless hurricane, promising to expose every dark corner of his operations. The scale of the allegations is staggering. Fraud, market manipulation, and mass deception, all under the guise of a Martian colonization he never intended to pursue. Leaked documents and insider testimony have sparked a series of legal actions that could be the beginning of the end for Musk. Lawyers for the plaintiffs are armed with compelling evidence detailing how Musk, in his quest to inflate stock prices, wove a web of lies that ensnared unsuspecting investors. Federal investigations are underway, and prosecutors are determined to bring Musk to justice by unraveling every layer of his deception. The impact of these revelations has been devastating. Investors, who once blindly trusted Musk's promises, now find themselves at a crossroads, facing catastrophic financial losses. Class action lawsuits are multiplying, and courtrooms are preparing for what promises to be one of the most high-profile trials of the decade. The pressure on Musk is mounting by the day, and his legal team is working against the clock to mitigate the damage. Meanwhile, the public watches with a mix of shock and outrage. The calls for Musk to step down grow louder, and trust in his leadership is rapidly crumbling. The image of the untouchable entrepreneur disintegrates, revealing a man whose unbridled ambition led him to cross ethical and legal lines. The question on everyone's mind is, will this be the end of Musk's reign? With each new revelation, the possibility that he will face real consequences becomes more tangible. The international community is closely following each development, hoping that justice will prevail and that the scandal will serve as a reminder of the dangers of unbridled greed. Musk's downfall could be a turning point in corporate history, an example that even the most powerful are not above the law. Public outrage has reached its peak. Voices demanding Elon Musk's resignation resonate with unstoppable force, like a clamor that cannot be ignored. The people, betrayed and furious, have united in a unanimous cry for justice. The trust placed in Musk, a figure once revered as a visionary, has crumbled under the weight of his deceptions. The revelation of his trickery has laid bare a web of lies that has shaken the entire world. Social media is ablaze with calls to action, and the streets are filled with protesters demanding accountability. The pressure on Musk is overwhelming, and his empire, which once seemed invulnerable, now teeters on the brink of collapse. The public, once fascinated by his promises of an interplanetary future, now feels used and manipulated. The demand for his resignation is not just a wish, it is an inescapable demand. Opinion leaders, pundits, and ordinary citizens have united in a common front, demanding that Musk be held accountable for his actions. The magnitude of his betrayal has left a deep scar on society, and people are unwilling to forget or forgive. The pressure is relentless, and every day that passes without an adequate response only fuels the collective rage. The public's judgment is clear and overwhelming. Musk must take responsibility for his actions and face the consequences of his deceptions. The demand for his resignation is not just a cry for justice, but a call to restore integrity and trust in a world that has been shaken to its foundations. The story of his downfall is being written in real time, and the people's verdict is final. Elon Musk's empire, once considered untouchable, is teetering on the edge of the abyss. The magnitude of the scandal that envelopes him is so colossal that it threatens to crumble everything he has built. The image of the visionary who promised to take humanity to Mars has vanished, revealing a web of deceit and manipulation that has shaken the entire world. The revelations have been devastating. Leaked documents and testimony from former collaborators have uncovered a web of lies that Musk masterfully wove to inflate the value of his companies and maintain his status as a technological icon. The promise of colonizing Mars was nothing more than a fantasy carefully designed to capture the public's imagination and divert attention from his true intentions. As the scandal unfolds, investors who once blindly trusted his vision are now facing incalculable losses. Fury and discontent grow as more details come to light, revealing how Musk manipulated markets and played with the hopes of millions. Trust, a fundamental pillar of his success, has been irreparably eroded. The impact of these revelations is not limited to finances. Musk's reputation, built on innovation and progress, has been severely damaged. The voices calling for his resignation are multiplying, demanding that he be held accountable for his actions. The pressure is immense, and the future of his empire hangs in the balance. Amidst this chaos, legal investigations are moving forward rapidly. Lawsuits are piling up, and authorities are scrutinizing every detail of their operations. The possibility of facing legal consequences is increasingly real, and the outcome of this saga promises to be as explosive as its beginning. The world is watching intently, waiting to see if justice will finally be served for this monumental betrayal. The downfall of Musk, a tech titan, could be imminent, and the repercussions of this scandal will reverberate for years to come. History is unfolding before our eyes, and its outcome is uncertain, but one thing is clear: Musk's empire will never be the same. The entire world is on edge, waiting for the outcome of one of the most shocking scandals of the modern era. Elon Musk, the tycoon who promised to take humanity to Mars, now faces his final judgment. The truth has come out, and with it, the monumental betrayal that has left millions feeling deceived and betrayed. From the start, Musk wove a web of illusions, selling dreams of space colonization that never came to fruition. His passionate rhetoric and undeniable charisma managed to capture the world's attention, but behind that facade lurked a much darker plan. Leaked documents have revealed that the colonization plans were little more than a mirage, designed to inflate the value of his stock and enrich a select group of financial elites. Global outrage has not been long in coming. Investors, fans, and dreamers around the world have raised their voices, demanding justice for the massive deception. Lawsuits are piling up, and investigations are intensifying, as Musk's empire teeters on the brink of collapse. The press, once complicit in failing to question his promises, is now forced to confront its role in this monumental farce. The clamor for accountability is deafening. Calls for Musk to resign resonate loudly, as the public demands justice for the betrayal of their most cherished dreams. The downfall of this tech titan seems inevitable, and the world is watching intently, hoping that justice will finally be served. The end of this saga is yet to be written, and the question on everyone's mind is, will justice be done for this monumental betrayal? The answer, still uncertain, keeps the world in suspense, as the curtain on this shocking story prepares to fall.